Okay, we're back for some more Genshin Impact. Yes, I'm finally back. Sorry about the little dry spell in content. The last couple of days I was sick. I'm still a little bit. I'm like on my last. I had my last set of antibiotics today, but I slept the entire day. I just woke up like an hour ago. I do feel better. I still have a little bit of a headache. I feel a little bit under the weather, but well enough to get excited for Genshin. We have version 3.6 special program, 28 minutes long. Let's have a look. Yes, I did miss that. I was sleeping. I also missed the Honkai one, but the Honkai one was at 4 o'clock in the morning, so that's not happening. But yeah, I had the entire day to sleep as well. I didn't go to work again. So yeah, I'm feeling better. Let's watch version 3.6. 3.5 has been a little bit dry, to be honest. Felt like we had a little bit of a dry spell there, but that's also thanks to, unfortunately, the people being correct saying Dia is going to be really bad. Yeah, I watched a lot of videos on it before I made a final verdict to myself. She's quite bad. But the Archon quest was really cool. That was exciting, but that was over like this. So let's see what we have for 3.6. I know we have Kaveh and BAIZHU, so that's going to be pretty exciting. Surely they both can't be bad. Anyway, I haven't seen too much about them, what they do, and all that type of stuff. Closed captions also going to be English.
I come from an ancient race.
Oh, this is inside
a... existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
Oh.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat.
It's not Hila, right? I don't know the English voice actor, so... Dragon King?
We were victims of the apocalypse.
Are we getting Archon quest?
We also became the
Big Wolf
apocalypse itself.
Oh.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
What is that? Oh.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
Who's that? That doesn't look like your normal fish selector. No, it's not.
Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Was it Nahira character
Is there
first?
any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
What the hell is that? And your boss? What on earth? Does that look like DNA? Like DNA? Yeah, well, like the trail is behind. But that's certainly not a dragon. That doesn't look like one.
Death and the world
BAIZHU
around us all follow a set of
Ooh, the
laws.
soundtrack. Of course, we're going traditional Chinese again. Ooh, with a little bit of a modern spin on it. He kept his snake. Pretty cool.
Taking a turn for the better.
Ooh. Shields, huh? Okay, pretty exciting.
Feast your eyes.
Kaveh?
Watch and learn.
Sorry for pausing. Like, this man's splash art is gorgeous. That's all I'm going to say. Holy shit.
Watch and learn.
I saw the briefcase and everything. I saw a little bit of it. Like, leak-wise. But I haven't been following a lot.
Sight clear.
Whatever the hell that briefcase is. And we had some bloom reactions there.
The competition is...
Why the hell is...
Oh, and here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
What's going on here? Why are they going against each other? Wanderer even? And Sino? What's going on? I like that splash art. Obviously, Al-Haytham has to be in it. The four bros. What was going on over here?
Rear.
There's even Faruzan. They're like fighting against each other. It's some sort of competition or something.
The competition is here.
Well, the music makes it sound goofy, so.
And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
He's working together with Faruzan? Those are fighting. Okay, sure. That was cool.
Nice.
Whoa.
Now we get BAIZHU's and Dory's
I'm
voice
Zach
actors.
Aguilar, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program. wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today.
Jam-packed.
And we even have more hosts than usual. So why don't we go around and take a moment to introduce ourselves?
She's carrying a little aranara, a little fungi.
Take a moment to introduce ourselves.
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again.
Is the Snake's voice actor gonna be here?
The voice of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Okay.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler. Hello, everyone. My name is Angelique Nupanani, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank you for always supporting the business of Sangama Bay with your shiny Mora.
And I'm Sean Dury, the voice of BAIZHU from Boo Boo Pharmacy.
BAIZHU.
Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms
I wonder if
persisted?
Yeah,
is he gonna have any
I'm pretty
healing?
good, thanks, doctor. But
Yes, he
I
is.
do have this problem where I am way too obsessed with my cute little...
We know he has a shield, that's what I saw
Hello?
from that.
Aw, me too.
Anyway, I am
snake?
sure a lot
No
of
voice
our
actor.
viewers have
Aw.
already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
BAIZHU's
all
not
been part
exactly
of the
brand new.
traveler's journey at
He's
some
been
point or
around.
another.
Well, people's been
That's
waiting for
right.
him for a while.
And we'll be seeing everyone again
these
to
models been in the
experience
game
some
from
new
the start.
stories together in the upcoming version.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content. Like,
please.
you know, I don't know, one of our new playable characters
Bro,
in
let's
version
jump
3.6.
straight into it. Let's see what they do.
Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is BAIZHU? BAIZHU? Is that how you say it?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in.
Yeah.
So let's get to
What are
our
the banners
first
gonna look
redemption
like?
code,
Well,
and
they
in
won't
the
show that off yet,
meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
There we go. Oh. Well, this is our first redemption card. Oh, interesting how they're doing it this time. So our intermission screens is showing off the wishes. Wait, phase 1, Nahida is back along with Nilo. They were in the same patch last time as well, right? Because I remember I was summoning back to back. I summoned for Nilo and then straight for Nahida afterwards. Am I mistaken? Well, not in the same patch. But Nilo was at the end of the one patch and then Nahida at the start of the next patch. Something like that, right? Interesting. Where's your first code? I'll put it all in the pinned comment or title, whatever. Okay, so I don't need anything here. I have a C2 Nahida. Do I want constellations for Nilo? She doesn't need it. BAIZHU along with Ganyu, and then Kaveh is gonna be great. See, I wish they would do this more often. If there's a new 4-star, have them rated up along with the new 5-star on the banner, right? Don't split them up and make people summon different ones. I know that's a strategy, you know, make more money, yada yada, make people summon more. But yeah, that's much better. Jadefall Splendor. Catalyst. Interesting. I don't think anyone's really summoning for Ganyu. Not a lot. He's starting to feel a bit outdated now. And you got BAIZHU
When
along
on
with
the
it, so...
road,
Okay.
one should take ample time to
Oh.
pause and appreciate
The little
wondrous
snake's animated as
scenery
well, I like
along
that.
the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
That's the snake most likely. I haven't heard the English
Doctor
voice.
will see you now.
Interesting.
Taking a turn for the better.
This is Catalyst, he's obviously using range attacks, but it seems like he needs to be rather close to do his
The
attacks.
doctor will see you now.
Unless... That's just, he was just this close in the video. That's all.
Taking a turn
It
for
looks
the
cool,
better.
his normal attacks. So there's a shield. It almost looks like Layla's one which shoots out
Okay.
projectiles.
That snake was awesome. Also, its design
Yusa
totally popped
Koji,
up on
take
BAIZHU's
voice actor.
shield.
I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of snakes, but Chung Chung sounds so cute.
Yeah,
Changsha.
me too. And also, random thought,
Changsha.
but isn't BAIZHU the first male character with glasses?
Oh, wow. I think you're right.
Yeah,
What do you mean first male character with glasses? Oh, I wanted to say Catalyst, but there's Wanderer. So
right. Personally, I love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple pants.
Not biased at all.
You really can't.
Purple pants, huh?
You know what? Okay, let's talk about BAIZHU. BAIZHU is
He
a
looks pretty
doctor
cool,
at
though.
BAIZHU
No lies
Pharmacy
about
and
that.
is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have
He does
helped
heal.
BAIZHU Pharmacy make a reputation for itself in Liyue Harbor.
That's
But
only lore.
most importantly, BAIZHU is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping the
I'm gonna just
world.
make sure everything's
He
correct
tends
over
to
here.
anyone who comes to BAIZHU Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
We like that.
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of
Apple
doctor.
tool.
What kind did you think he was?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan.
Okay, sure.
You know,
yeah.
like, I can
mean,
save you.
There's a
But
snake
for
with
a
him
price.
and whatnot, but
I
I don't know
guess
about
he
that.
just seems kind of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't
Sorry.
quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In fact, he's actually a trusted physician among the people of Liyue Harbor.
Well, he's always been nice and
Everyone
sweet.
prefers to go see Dr. BAIZHU, no matter how
That's how we
serious
talk
the
to him.
problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
I know
Good
people
condition.
say that doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for BAIZHU as well?
Well, BAIZHU's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So,
Okay, sure, yeah,
travelers
good
will
stuff.
have to check him out
Character
in-game
quest.
to learn more about his story. So, zip.
Do we
that's
get
all
a
you
character
got.
quest for him,
Okay,
surely,
well,
right?
no matter what happens, I just hope that he'll be able to take care of himself.
Me too. But
Interesting.
besides his health, BAIZHU also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of BAIZHU Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On
Yeah.
top of that,
Hu
Chi-Chi
Tao.
is terrified of Hu Tao.
Of course,
So
yeah.
there are
Oh,
some
we know the
days
old
where
Chi-Chi Hu
BAIZHU
Tao
really
dynamic,
has
so.
his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like
Same.
something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, BAIZHU's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same
Wow.
master.
Okay.
But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways.
Interesting.
Their differences were passed down to their
Well, his title is Beyond Morality. Beyond Morality. Lol. Yeah, that's completely different. Beyond Mortality. Okay. Is he maybe immortal? Something in that sense?
apprentices,
They said he's
which
got a
has led
condition,
to
I don't know.
BAIZHU and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through BAIZHU's
quest, of
story
course.
quest to
You'll
hear
learn
some
more
of
about it.
BAIZHU's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering
Here
new
we go.
treatments and cures, BAIZHU will often choose to test new medicines on himself.
Ah.
As you spend time with BAIZHU in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and interact
You
with
heal
certain
when you pick
harvestable
up-
items, which will heal your current
Okay.
active character.
That is very...
So,
well, that's brand new. We've never
Since
seen that
BAIZHU's a
before. Very interesting.
doctor, I think it's pretty safe to say that most of his combat abilities are focused
That's
on
a
healing,
very
right?
interesting exploration
That's right.
talent. Wow.
BAIZHU's treatment in battle is
Oh.
usually performed in 2 steps. Step
Oh.
1 is to control
and it
a
heals, okay.
wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and
Oh,
restores
okay.
HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield
That's so-
refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies. BAIZHU
very
believes
slow,
that
though.
even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're not
Looks
giving
like
us a
we'll be
lot
able to
go
try
on
out
here.
some new team compositions with him in mind.
For
Is that projectile that
Sweet.
comes from the shield the same as the one that's
Looks
his
like
E?
we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in
Oh,
mind.
we need multiple enemies to
For
see that.
sure.
No, but it's not coming back to
Well,
us.
all right. I think that's all we have for BAIZHU. So
Wow, that was really brief.
for as long as the deal fresh to his
It probably help if I read at the bottom as well. BAIZHU can periodically generate a seamless shield for your party mate. No, but that's the same as... Okay, yeah, never mind. But anyway, a seamless shield, so that is ultimate for your party members with healing effects. So it does heal. Certain reaction damage dealt by the character who are healed by seamless shield will be increased. Oh, it's increased reaction damage to certain reaction damage. So danger related reaction damage dealt by the characters who are healed by seamless shields will be.
a wandering sprite that
So yeah, so I wonder if the damage increases as it bounces from enemy to enemy, or it heals you
cruises
more.
through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates.
They obviously didn't show that number to us, but the first number they
In
showed
battle
us.
is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that
They didn't show us
cruises
the
through
number the
enemies
second
and
time, see if
restores
it
HP
gives
to his teammates.
more HP or...
Step 2 is
Sure.
it provide healing, but it will, when the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing,
Okay,
but
so it does provide healing when it ends or breaks.
it will also deal dendro damage to enemies.
Okay, cool.
BAIZHU believes that even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment are done properly, lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be able to try out some new team compositions with him in mind.
For sure. Well, all right, I think that's all we have for BAIZHU, so let's move on to our next playable character. I bet many travelers already know him well.
Dude, danger characters again, jeez.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to
That's what's idle animations. What is his briefcase though? Well, I love that he's using the briefcase, sort of.
Come at me.
Claymore, huh? Yeah.
Breaking new ground.
Like Dory almost, he's not swinging it himself. He's also got to do with bloom reactions. Has to be.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That would be useful for me.
Yeah, that was crazy. And the
But Nilo
toolbox,
does
he
it.
has some cool accessories.
So he's like a budget Nilo, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Budget
loving
Nilo?
those animations. Super cool.
He's a really cool looking character, man.
Since Kaveh has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him.
Oh.
Kaveh is an architect and has
we know
this
that.
like, keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazarzaray, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic taste, making them feel unique and noteworthy.
He's an artiste.
Well, he sounds like a genius, so he must be pretty
That too.
successful.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine. It's actually kind of the opposite.
Oh.
He hardly has enough more to survive.
Oh wow, it's like a Mona situation.
Okay, so he's broke. Interesting.
Nice.
Why's that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kaveh's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character.
Okay.
He also has a strong sense of empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people,
Does he give away
which
money?
may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration.
Oh.
For example, when someone is trying to sell something to Kaveh, all they have to do is
okay.
make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children.
Wow.
And he'll practically hand over his
Damn.
aura. Like all
That
of it.
sucks. You can easily take advantage of him like that.
What a nice but gullible guy.
Yeah, way too gullible.
Yeah. And on top of that, he doesn't limit himself with the cost of construction. And take the Palace
Well,
of Alcazarzaray
yeah.
as an example. Maybe
Base
only
materials
a real
for the
maniac
base
architect
buildings,
like
so-
him, who doesn't care about
Good.
the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta
Cool.
respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably these kinds
Look
of
after yourself as well,
situations
dude.
that have made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't like I'll
Yeah.
Hate Them and Kaveh polar opposites? We see them
They
bicker all
seem
the
like
time.
it, yeah.
About what?
Well, Kaveh thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like
I just want to see
Anya
more
said,
interaction between them.
Kaveh
They're
can
funny.
understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always.
I
mean
saw one thing that I did see from leaks is that, you know, Hytham's one idle animation is he's got Kaveh's keys. And Kaveh's one idle animation, if they didn't change this, he's looking for the keys Hytham took. It's hilarious.
Right. Yeah,
You
I
gotta find
think
his
we're starting
keys.
to understand Kaveh's character a little better now. So next we can move on to some of his talents.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kaveh can help everyone
okay.
save some materials when creating
People.
furnishings, and his mapping abilities
Well, that
might
makes sense.
come in handy
That-
during battle.
It makes sense
As
for
a
who he
unique
is, so
and
that's cool.
creative designer, Kaveh must always
Merak's mapping ability can also be used for offensive purposes, dealing danger damage. Besides enhancing Kaveh's combat ability, it's also capable of causing all danger cores within a certain area to burst immediately. Huh. So I was hoping it's going to be a good Nilo teammate, but will it conflict, or is there not going to be any need for him? Or
bring tools with him. And his
it's
toolbox,
like a budget
named
dealer.
Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses.
That's an able
For
briefcase.
example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield,
Okay.
causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst
That's not a Huge AoE, that's the other thing.
Causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Okay.
In addition to that, when Marat
Ultimate.
completely releases its energy, it converts Kave's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kave's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kave won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kave's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that.
So does he maybe fit in with... I don't know if they'll conflict or he's not really good for that team. I don't know, the AoEs don't seem massive. Just on a glance. I don't know about the ult. That looks like it's huge, but... I mean, the biggest problem with Nilo team is the self-damage from the cores. But that means he's going to have to be the driver then. Which dendro drivers for that team is not usually the best. That means you're going to have like 3 hydros, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But then the hydro can overtake the day. I don't know.
Changshang always gives BAIZHU a lot of help too, you know.
Or eventually when it comes out.
But Marat is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kave.
So
that's a pretty awesome
briefcase is wielding the claymore for him.
Cool. Okay, so that should be just about everything.
Interesting. I mean, he can be good and might not. We need to see more.
His character has
more for Nilo's team.
We expected.
Well,
It's definitely unlike it. It's
distinguished
definitely
architect from the Nation of Wisdom, so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, Kave will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6, so maybe we'll give some details about that.
So I guess that thing was one of the trailers from the competition.
Okay, I got this one. Our main event for version 3.6 is...
Free Faruzan! I mean, I tried my best not to summon for her, because ever since she came out, that trailer of hers, like her demo, is like one of my favorites, especially with the soundtrack, right? I said it was better than a lot of the 5-star demos in my opinion, right? Except for the cinematic part to it, but the soundtrack and everything, and I love her design as well. And I just like stopped myself from summoning for her and like hoped I like get her as a 4-star on the standard banner, which hasn't happened once yet. But there we go.
Extravaganza. In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The extravaganza consists of
6 Darshans. Huh? So so each of these characters is going to represent a different Darshan. Because there's Harvatat, and so forth. I can't remember with the Lord everything. Who's the last character?
Main parts: the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the
this
6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Interesting.
Great.
Oh, poor Layla.
We can talk about some gameplay the travelers can expect to see.
Combat-wise, they're not going to stick up to Sino, unfortunately, if there's any combat involved.
Getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
Yeah, each of the 6 Darshans will be compiling their research to
provide
fun games for everyone to enjoy.
We saw Wandra taking
For example, Layla's Rudawahis Darshan will be setting up an astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is a cute little fungus.
Aww, that does look like fun.
Nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh,
I mean, at least it's very unique compared to...
Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes.
Sure.
With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story.
Never mind.
But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll
who
receive
knows?
some
I'll have to
clues
play
to
that
lead
one
you
to see
the truth
myself.
of the story.
Very mysterious.
It can be good if it's actually interesting, or it can be
Clues to lead you to
really
the truth
boring.
of the story.
Very mysterious.
Depends on the story.
Spontamod, on the other hand,
There we
is
go.
preparing a small combat experiment to put travelers' combat abilities to the test within a set amount of time. Of course,
What's the
they'll
difficulty
kindly
like?
provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Okay.
And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan.
Bionic.
Travelers will be able to control replicas of various
Kawaii.
creatures and
Oh.
command their movement according to a specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have
That
for the
also seems sort
Wisdom
of
Gala.
unique to a
So
degree.
which Darshan's events are you
I mean,
all most excited
unless it's
about?
as simple as that the whole time.
Spontamod, because
So there's
that's what
crowns, obviously, we saw that. The screen previously. Crowns, Primal James, and then the biggest one is going to be
I'm all
Farazan.
about.
That's what I'm most
Combat
excited
and
about
battle
the...
and victory and never
But
losing.
Hytham is there, so is he going to be taking part? In some way in the event, obviously. I don't think he's going to be represented. Since he's like sort of stand-in Grand Sage at the moment, technically, right?
Confident,
I don't
are
know.
we? Wow.
I might be wrong on a
Star
bunch of
one.
this stuff.
I like
anyway.
stars.
And the
Very
last representative might be obvious to you. I don't know. Like I said, I've been like sort of out of touch recently, but
cool.
Yeah.
apart from the Arkham
I'm
Quest,
most excited to listen to a story because I think that's about my speed.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget
Yeah,
that
that
in
one
addition
could
to
be
the
really
Wisdom
boring, or
Gala,
it could be really
we
interesting.
still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest
last
of
person?
wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the
so
title
that's
of
also going to
champion.
be the first
Very
event
cool.
Farazan's going to be
And there
involved in.
is one more thing to
Besides
mention here.
Hangout event.
Layla's very own Hangout quest will be
Layla's
arriving
Hangout
with
event.
version
Pretty
3.6,
cool.
so be sure not to miss it.
I honestly like the
Okay,
Hangout
that's
events
all.
more than character
Hey, we
quests
get to hang out
because
with
good god, some of the character stories or quests boring as hell. Apart from the one part where you get a nice little cutscene or something. Dear lord,
Layla!
Awesome.
Layla.
some
Excited
of
to
them have
check
been
it out.
so boring
Okay,
recently.
and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru.
Recently, I say there's quite a few I have left to do now because I've like sort of not bothered with them at all. So, like, I'm scared to do my two favorite ones, which is two of my favorite characters, which is Nilu and Alhaitham, because I'm like, what if the character quest also is just a whole bunch of boring?
Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This
Okay.
time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the
Sure.
Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer Cannon,
What the
huh?
hell is he doing back?
Wow.
Cannon?
Wow, that's quite the name.
Hmm.
As its name implies, it's
Like, this
very
was already,
effective
like,
against Waynute.
Bloody haunting
Our
people in
task
the
will be to
abyss,
clear
and
out
now he's
any
back
monsters
again.
nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking.
What?
I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the
Do you have
situation.
to get to aim it?
We
So they
also
don't
have
trust.
one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to
We really
complete
need to
3
improve our combat
consecutive combat
abilities.
rounds. During each round, the system will randomly
enough of a challenge
activate
for us
one
to
or
improve
more
it,
of
to
4
be honest.
possible effects at set intervals of time.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
Okay.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally
Oh.
think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what they
gameplay.
usually try to do,
Totally.
but
And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be
Sure,
returning
let's get
once
some
again
talent
with
books,
double
level up
drops
some
for a limited
talents.
time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
that's fine.
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, there will be one more event taking place in an all-new area. So
All new
first,
area? What do you mean
I
all new
think
area?
we should reveal the new area.
Huh?
No, but before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Like I said, I haven't been looking at a lot of leaks recently, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard
Sounds
about a new
good.
area.
Oh, but
Well, I
one
know there's a
more
new
note.
area, but I don't know it was going to be
We'll
this
have
batch.
some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so
Artifact
be
sets
sure not
too?
to miss that.
Will Dia get an artifact set? Or are you going to stay? You do it in the break. M's Dream. Hydro? Damage bonus? After normal charge and plunging attacks, elemental skills and elemental burst hits bonus. So everything you can think of. Normals, charge, plunge, elemental skills, elemental bursts. Anything that hits it. One stack of mirrored nymph will be triggered. Lost in 8 seconds. When under the effect of 1, 2, or 3 mirror, so you can stack it, mirrored nerf stacks, attack will be increased by 7, 16, 25%. And hydra damage bonus for, okay. Mirrored nerf stacks created by normal charge and plunging attacks exist independently. Yeah, so obviously that's how you build the stacks. So Ayato. Chincho, but Emerald Seal of Fate I feel is just outright better for him. So Child and Ayato, I guess. Am I missing someone? Am I missing someone? At this point in time I can see Ayato and Child using it. Right? I'm missing someone. Like someone that's actually strong. I mean, I don't even have Ayato. Ayato's elemental skill attacks count as normal, or does it count as elemental skill? I mean, you can still build up the stacks anyway, but anyway. Vorukasha's Glow. HP 20%, okay. Elemental skill and elemental burst damage will be increased by 10%. Okay. After the equipping character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonus increased by 80% for 5 seconds. Only 80%? What is it going to be like 18% in total? This effect, unless my math is dumb, this effect increase can have 5 stacks. Never mind. The duration of each stack is counted independently. These effects can be triggered even when the equipping character is not on the field. Okay. So, but you have to get hit the whole time. Is that the only way to trigger the stack? After the equipping character takes damage. Okay. 5 stacks. The duration of each stack is counted independently. Effects can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. They just have to get hit. Just have to get hit a bunch. I mean, 5 stacks, so you need to get hit 5 times. After the equipment character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonus increase by 80% for 5 seconds. Why does it have to be 80%? Why not make it just 100? Then it can be like 20% in total. And then 5 stacks. So it would have been 500%. It's going to be what? 450? Oh, 400%. Right? I mean, 400% is going to be. That could be actually a lot. 400% is like what? It's gonna. You're gonna have elemental skill, elemental burst damage will be increased by 40%. I know you have to get hit, but then again, does this do anything for? I was wondering, like for D here, but is her purpose just gonna be to tank the hits and then? I don't know. I don't know. We let the math people work it out properly. I'm not the person for that. Okay, seen enough of that. Hello. Hey.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an
I feel like I'm
all
dumb.
new area being added to the game.
There being a new area.
That's right, and I hope you're all as excited as we are. This area is located deep in the desert, in the northwest of the desert of Hadramaveth. According to legends, it was one of the main rifts the monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago. And the site of a battlefield
so that's going to be part of the quest.
The power of the abyss.
That looks like a portal.
Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there? On second thought,
that's the first thing I heard in the trailer, but you know, a race being around for that long, so maybe.
Luckily,
Conria
we have some little helpers to assist us in our search. There will be a Pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area and access some locations that would be.
That sort of reminds me of that what we just saw. If you've watched the gameplay that they showed off of Wuthering Waves, which I'm also really excited for, there's this one puzzle where like turn into like sort of a dragonfly and they can fly and complete the puzzle. This almost seems similar.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Interesting.
Yeah, this will be your chance to
That's
fulfill your
cool.
dream, Zach.
Yes!
After helping Sorush
Okay,
recover
that's
its power,
unique.
there will be a small event for travelers to help it continue its training.
Do we
will
get it
guide
as a
Sorush
pet?
to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and complete puzzles, so be sure to check it out.
You can't reach me.
Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during
That
their
was
journey
brand
in
new.
version
What
3.6,
the hell?
the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities
Iniquitous
include using
Baptist?
multiple elements in battle and creating shields.
Yeah,
for
well, we
corresponding
saw that in the
elements.
trailer.
Its ability
We've got Cryo, Pyro, and Electro. That's obviously still an Abyss monster, obviously, so still Conria involved, but...
These include using multiple elements in battle and
What
creating
the
shields for
hell?
corresponding elements to reduce damage.
Huh.
It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable
I mean,
enemy.
that
That's
enemy
not
looks really
all.
cool.
We have 2 more interesting enemies that travelers
What's
will
that?
encounter. The Animo and Hydro Hilichurl rogues.
Literal
These
rogues.
Hilichurls are wandering across
They look a
the
lot
map
cooler than
and
the previous
do not
Hilichurls.
belong to any
I mean,
particular
the capes and
Hilichurl
the
tribe.
everything.
Sometimes
Everyone's
they
got a scythe.
assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help.
When do we get
And
new
they
weapons?
all-
Honkai's constantly adding new weapons. Even now with, apparently, I saw with the new Chinese version coming out with 6.6, there's a new weapon type added again. Genshin.
Sometimes they
us
assist other
scythes. Give us
Hilichurls or tribes
gauntlets.
in need of help.
us
And they
guns.
also have a unique combat style.
Even
Ooh.
though it seems this place is full of new dangers,
Well, the
that
Hilichurl
still
has never
won't
been
stop
this
the
cool
traveler
before.
from bringing new hope to the region. Some
Interesting.
clues related to Conria are
And he's
also
got
waiting
a
to be uncovered here, so it's
knife
definitely
of
worth
sorts.
exploring. And last
Dagger.
but not least, in version 3.6,
I mean, the
the
enemies look pretty
legendary
cool, to be
Dragon
honest.
of Verdure, Apep, will appear.
So
The
this is a new
Dragon of
boss.
Verdure was once
Dragon of
the
Verdure.
legendary Dragon
Doesn't
of
look a lot like a
Verdure,
like a
Apep,
dragon, but
will appear. The Dragon of Verdure was once an emerald green dragon that ruled Sumeru,
he looks
but its
corrupted.
color later changed to that of yellow sand.
Ugh.
Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness.
Well, yeah.
Travelers will be making their way to the Dendro Dragon's habitat to face it in battle, so we must be very careful. The battle will be split into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to
Protect
prevent
it?
the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Oh,
Wait, what?
that seems pretty unique there as well.
And in the third phase, the Dendro Dragon will unleash some extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be
What
careful
the
to
hell?
avoid those.
Oh, yeah.
At this point,
This has to
we
be
don't
part of
know
New Quest,
what
right?
the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form.
So we're also gonna help it out.
Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
No, he does.
The dragon has a
Story
close
quest, maybe,
connection
yeah.
with Sumeru's
Surely.
history and
Now it's green.
gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will
Okay.
be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So,
Wow.
if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out
Yeah,
Chapter
okay.
2 of Nahita's story quest.
So it's like it's sort of like a pattern as well, right? Like Zhongli's second chapter of his character quest. We've got BAIZHU KAVEH, A's Raiden Shogun or A's second character chapter 2 of their character quest. We got that weekly boss. So this is gonna be a weekly boss then. And then now Nahita's getting her second chapter, so yeah, new boss. So it's a new weekly boss with new materials then, most likely. If we're following the pattern, which should be obvious, anyone can figure that out.
For sure.
Okay.
I think there'll be a
Cool.
lot of interesting things for travelers to learn in this one, so
At least
be
the
sure
story's
to
gonna be
look forward
interesting.
to it.
At the very least.
Absolutely.
These type of
And
quests.
that's about all we have.
Like
for
these
new
are like
content.
these character quests are usually the ones that are at least interesting. Like Raiden's second one was also really interesting.
In the upcoming version.
Hopefully that
But
does as well.
before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The second
another
album for the
album?
Sumeru region, titled
Oh.
The Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will
Cool.
also be releasing soon.
So we're gonna do some Egyptian related things.
Nice, I love the Sumeru
desert
region
soundtrack.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
Sumeru's
This
whole
album
region
is
music's been
comprised
amazing
of
so far,
3
but yeah, the
discs,
desert's also been
compiling
fire.
all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team
Especially
created
having like an
for
Egyptian
the
theme too.
Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay,
Oh.
this is super cool.
That's a
I'm
lot.
super
Well,
excited.
108 remarkable
Sure,
tracks.
make that
Cool
up.
stuff. I'll be adding that to my
Right,
Spotify.
so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Sure. Oh, that's very low frame rate for some reason. 180 mark tracks, pretty cool. Just be adding that to my playlist again once more. I like the screen. Like it's like the bros that we saw in our Hythem's character demo, right? Just having a boys' night out. This is pretty cool. Pretty dang. But this obviously means that our Hythem's taking part as well. Okay, not maybe taking part in the competition, but he's involved in some way. Maybe he's overseeing it because he's acting Grand Sage or whatever. Pretty cool. There's a redemption code while I have them. I'll have them in the pinned comment anyway.
Alright, so it seems like there's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know.
It seems alright. The events at least seem
You
more
know what?
exciting.
I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her
To a
new
degree.
story quest
We'll see when
chapter,
we play them.
and confronting the new Dendro dragon.
Yeah, the story quest will be cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I
crazy.
need to do that as soon as possible so we can
I'm
get
super
farm new
happy
weekly
to
boss.
have gotten to come on this special program today. It was my first time. This is so cool. And also that
So-
trailer was so cool.
Ah, so
Definitely.
It was. It's very interesting.
I think
That
it's
story is really
cool
intriguing.
that people will get to discover more about BAIZHU and that there's more to him than just the man who
Yeah,
works at
let's
the
learn
Boo
some
Boo
lore about
Pharmacy.
BAIZHU.
It's got layers.
That'll be interesting, hopefully.
True that. I'm looking forward to the new area, new
Yeah, always
payables,
nice to explore new
and
area.
Of course, the Academia Extravaganza looked super fun to me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this is the end of the special program. It's been so
Oh,
great hanging with you
interesting.
guys.
Not bad.
Yeah.
See, it's more exciting than
Thank
last
you for
patch.
having me
That's
again.
for sure.
Of
That's
course.
apart from the
This
Arkham
is
quest.
the end. I'll see you guys all in game.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. I'm well. Yeah, Kave's poor. Nahida mood. Yeah, I'm excited. Definitely more excited for than previous patch. Like previous patch was like, you know. But yeah, well, that's also a large part of it being the new files are being pretty damn mid. But I'm not gonna lie, obviously the Arkham quest was extremely cool and interesting. Those are like my favorite Arkham quests. The ones that's got to do with Dainsleaf and Kandria and Twin and so forth. But yeah, oh, I need to watch this as well. What is that short? 12 minutes? Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, we paused enough and spoke about it. I'm excited for it. I probably won't be summoning since this is 3.6 and we're starting to get dangerously close to Fontaine, sort of, right? Not really, but I think I'm very happy with continuing to save at the moment, unless Kaveh is like unimaginably good for Nilu's team, which I don't know. I don't know at all. We'll have to see it in game. Like the one that stands out to me most is like him being healed by danger cores instead of taking damage. Which is what, but that means you have to have him as a danger driver on that team. So that means having then, I'm assuming, 3 Hydras along with him. That means you're gonna minus Nahida from the team, maybe, I don't know. Or you can still run it 2-2, because I run it 2-2, who knows, I don't know, like I said, we have to see in game. But anyway, it looks really exciting, it looks better than the last patch, I'm excited. I'm excited for the main event. Especially that cast interacting with each other and seeing Faruzan like included into like a main quest, not main quest, but like story or something. Because she really hasn't been, from my memory, except for now we had got a hangout event, which I still want to do. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be content coming up for the patch and stuff like that. We'll probably be playing the event and then obviously exploring the new area and doing Nahida's second chapter to her character quest. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.